there, it's Sarah from Paper Lovely. Thanks for joining me today. I have got a really quick video for you. I'm using the new Peony Die that I picked up from the stamp market to create these 3D flowers, and wow, are they gorgeous. So I went rather quickly there at the beginning, but I did give you a look at the small Peony Die. There are two different sizes. I got both, but I only used the small one because I'm going to be wrapping these up as a gift, and I didn't want them to be crunched inside the box that I'm sending them in. But I have pulled in some of the crepe paper Snowflake collection, and then I've also pulled in some of the cardstock that I also picked up from the stamp market. I will link all of that below for you. I don't have the colors of their cardstock memorized yet, since this is really one of the first times I'm using them. But I'm just taking you through quickly here and showing you how I put the flower together. So I'm taking my scoring tool and just curving all of the petals of the flower. I also added a little bit of a curve to the leaves that are going to go underneath them. And I am stacking these with the smaller on top of the larger, and then just sort of alternating and twisting that smaller one so that the small petals will cover the openings in between the larger petals. Here I'm adding just a little bit more curl to these petals of the flowers. I wanted a little bit more dimension. And then I will add just a tiny bit of glue to the stem of these leaves and place that behind my flower. How I ended up doing these was I cut out two of the large petals and two of the small petals from each of the patterns, so I'll end up with two different types of flowers using the same colors, so they'll sort of alternate. You'll see that better towards the end when I give you a look at all of the finished flowers. So here for the inside, and forgive me, I can't remember the name of what this is. Is it the stamen maybe? I don't know, that could be completely wrong. Anyways, the little things inside the flower, you're just going to give that a little bit of a curl and then sort of fluff that up a bit. I just twisted mine, and curled it around, and then I added glue at the very end to hold that last edge on, and then added a pretty significant drop of glue there covering the entire bottom, and pressed that on the inside of the flower. There's a little better look at that. I'm just adding glue right there. That's the only glue I add to curl everything together. Again, just sort of fluffing that up here. And then I'll add some glue to the back and place that on the inside of my flower. And there you have the completed flower. Now, after I finished putting these together and the glue had dried really well on these center sections, I did go back and fluff them up a little bit more. It was a lot easier to spread this out once it was secured down. You could probably also use a glue dot if you didn't want to wait for the liquid glue to dry, but this actually didn't take too long. So there, I'm giving you a good look at how different that looks as you pull everything out. And then I'm going to give you a close-up look here at the two different colorways for each flower. So some I added in a colored cardstock, and then for others I used two of the patterned papers. I think the blues are my favorite. As I mentioned earlier, I am sending this out in some happy mail, so I wanted to give you a quick look at how I packaged that up. This is just a plastic box used for when you have a pop-up card or something that's 3D so that you can mail it and it won't get squished as it goes through the mail, or not as squished. So I placed them inside there and then added some ribbon just in a little bow across the top. Here are a few close-ups of the finished flowers. In the description box below, you'll find my blog post, which has additional photos and links to the supplies I used. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a comment or a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.